You know, the first year we talked about building relationships and what we wanted to do, and the coaches went out and did a special job of building those. Last year, I think it was more of our players. Our players in the program sold what we were selling to the players and to the recruits, and we brought in a tremendous class. And I think the thing that happened this year is the program itself winning and going to the playoffs. And just the people around, that's what sold our recruits on wanting to be here and wanting to be a part of something special. The first one right here is Julian Gums. He's a running back, 5'11", 225 out of De La Salle from New Orleans. He played quarterback, but we're going to use him as a running back. He's a tremendous athlete. He was offensive MVP in 3A. He was first-team All-State quarterback. I think he's one of the best players in the city of New Orleans. Barkeithan Mouton, he's a tight end, H-back, 6'1". He's about 250 right now. Transferred in. He went to Acadiana High School out of Lafayette, and he's a transfer from LSU. He's a 4-star out of Acadiana. They won the state championship twice, and he was an MVP as a senior in the state championship game. He'll give us that blocking presence, but he'll also can get down the field, catch the ball, and he knows what to do after he catches it. Next up, wide receiver, 6'3", 195 from Central Lafourche, David Robinson Jr. First-team All-State kick returner, 1,600 yards, 25 touchdowns. Again, wants to be here. Mom and dad both went to school here, played sports here. He's a special athlete. Corey Lewis. Corey Lewis is a linebacker, 6'2", 220. He's from Southwest Mississippi Community College. Played his first year, redshirted this year, so we got Corey for 3 more years. We're excited to have him in the program. Corey can go sideline to sideline, run. We'll play Corey at outside linebacker. Next up is Gabe Fuselier. Gabe is a wide receiver, 5'11", 175. Went to Catholic High School in New Iberia and signed with UL. He sat out last year. He's a graduate transfer. He was a 3-year starter at UL at wide receiver and kick returner. Lloyd Nash. Lloyd we got him as an athlete from St. Charles Catholic. He was a 4-year starter at St. Charles, and he played 5 different positions. They went to the state game in 2016. He was all Metro, all district, and he's also a heck of a baseball player where he'll come here and Walt Jones is going to make him into the next great one. He's going to play both sports for us here. They played him at quarterback, receiver, DB. Just watch some of. He's very, very explosive. Next guy up is a tight end, 6'4", 225 from Plaquemine, Louisiana, Cody Willis. Love the tight end position, the H-back position. Got a couple of those guys of what we do offensively. Chad Sheremy from South Lafourche High School down the bayou. He's 6'4", 280. First-team All-State in the LFCA. He was all-region, all-district, and he was a 3-time Lineman of the Year. He'll be an inside player for us, always blocking, holding his blocks down the field, which you love to see that in an offensive lineman. All right, Tyron's 6'4", 300 pounds. He's from St. Charles Catholic in Laplace. He was a tackle at St. Charles. When he went to junior college, they moved him inside to a guard. So we think he's versatile. We'll probably start him off inside for us, but he can move to either spot. Jeremiah James, 6'2", 290 from De La Salle out of New Orleans. First team All-State in the sports writers and the coaches poll, all district, all metro. He's one of them road graders. He's going to be an inside player. We're probably going to end up starting him off at center. Ryan Hanley being a senior, we're going to groom somebody for that next spot. Next guy up who's not on your list, who is really in our signing class, we bring him back and as a defensive line signee is Ronald Ollie. He's back in school doing tremendous, back working out. So really when you look at the numbers, we still have an extra player in there, 12 players that we said we were going to sign. He counted towards our signing class.
I think we've created a certain culture here. Our guys know who we are, we know who we are, and we find those guys about the fit that might not run that combine we talked about or at that camp we talked about. They might not be the 4'4" or 4'5" guys, but when you put that tape on Friday and you watch them, they making plays and making plays, and when you do that over and over, if you make them on Friday, we feel like you can make them on Saturday.